Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today in studio, I haven't even been in studio, Bill. It's Bill Balke, our engineer, Fitchburg engineer, transportation engineer, engineer extraordinaire, and acting public works director
Yeah.
and father, and any other titles I can work in there for you?
No, you can just, I'm good. Just extraordinaire.
Extraordinary. I'm okay with that. Extraordinary is
All
good.
right.
Bill, thanks for taking the time. I know you are super busy, and we appreciate it. So we're going to jump right into it. We'll go to Fish Factory Road. Things looking really good. You talked a little bit about some of the paving moving forward. Now we're we're on a roll.
Yep. Yeah, they're finishing up the pavement north of Greenway Cross up there. And curb and gutters seeing start to come down Fish Hatchery Road. Should get down to Post Road later this week. And then we're going to be jumping over the other side of Post Road and going south of there, finishing that up next week. So
it's it looks really really good. At the Greenway Cross intersection, will there have to be a closure at some point to finish the paving all the way through there?
Yeah, what we're going to end up doing is in a couple of weeks, we're going to the concrete and asphalt to be on the north side of Greenway Cross. And so then we'll push the traffic onto that side, and then we'll do the south side. So it'll kind of just be what you're seeing out there now, just flipped around a little bit. So we'll be getting that done. And then at Post Road, we're going to be actually closing that one down, probably the first part of July there. So, but Greenway Cross will be fully open by that time.
They said that you're just cruising right along on that, and we haven't had any issues on Fish Hatchery Road. It seems like the weather has held out pretty well for us, which is helping things move right along.
Yeah, we've got a great contractor working out there who's, proactive in making sure that there's work to be done and getting it done. So whenever they see a need, they go out there and fill it.
And then to talk about the traffic shift that is coming up here in a couple of, I can't remember, I've kept getting all these construction projects confused. I don't know, you keep them straight, Bill, but there will be a traffic shift coming up as well. For Fish Hatchery Road.
Fish Hatchery Road, yes.
I should have clarified, yes.
Yeah, as I mentioned, it'll be about 2 weeks up at Greenway Cross, and then we'll be switching the traffic from the south side to the north side of the road. And then following 2 weeks after that, 1st of July-ish, we'll be closing down Post Road. So the detour will be up indexed to Greenway Cross. And then mid-July, we're going to be doing the major switch. So everything will be done on the northbound lanes of Fish Hatchery Road from Traceway Drive all the way up to Greenway Cross. So the new traffic will be on the new pavement, and then they're going to go over to the other side and do that side.
Wow. Like I said, we'll keep you up to date as they continue to move forward there. Again, a lot of traffic in that area too, especially at peak times of day. So take it easy. I made the mistake of going through there about the noon hour yesterday, and it was definitely a little bit of a hassle to get through there. Be patient, take your time, watch out for construction equipment as you do cross into the businesses. They have it nicely coned off or barreled off when you do cross at the gravel to go into those businesses. Businesses are still open, so definitely patronize them when you can, but just plan for extra time when you do head in that corridor. Moving over to the McKee Road project from McKee Road, Seminole Highway to Commerce Park. What's going on in there?
Right now, they're working over enlarging the pond right now up at the Seminole and McKee intersection. They are working on some of the pavements in that area as well. So they'll be completing that around the corner for the new turn lanes that are up there. And then starting next week, I think it's going to be on the 8th, 9th, they're going to do a big traffic switch there where they're going to do similar to what's on Fish Hatchery Road, where they're going to construct everything on the south side of the road, and then traffic will be one way in each direction on the north side. So beginning that, and then it'll be for about a month and a half before they flip it over and do the other side.
Yeah, if you haven't been in there and drove that recently, I drove it last night. Bill finally got over there for the first time and took a look at it. Be cautious when you go through there. Take your time. A lot of different movements in that area. Quickly recap. Overall, this project is for what?
We're reconstructing the roadway between Commerce Park and Seminole Highway to a 4-lane facility. We're putting additional turn lanes in at Seminole Highway to accommodate traffic in that area. as well as putting bike paths on both sides of the road in that stretch. So the bike lanes that used to be on the road are now going to be transferred to the bike paths off-road. And it's going to be a great safety improvement for that. And then our crowning achievement, I guess you say, will be a pedestrian bike bridge for the Badger State Trail, which will go over McKee Road. It'll look similar to what's down there for the Military Ridge Cannonball Bridge, but slightly different design, but similar in that manner.
Yeah, safety first. Big safety improvements across that area with that project. Real quick, when you look down in the pond area, as they're taking the water out, you've been dredging the pond essentially to make it bigger. How does that work when that water goes into that big tube? I don't know what that even is called.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a big, sack thing. I don't know what you call it.
I guess it's a filtration bag.
Filtration bag. You could have told me. Huh? You're telling me now, right?
It's a big filter bag, basically, that filters out any dirt and material before it goes into the stormwater and goes downstream. So we're trying to catch all that the fine material in there so it doesn't go into Dunsmarsh and the creeks and things like that.
Yeah, I saw that the other day and I was like, what is that thing? And I was like, well, I'm going to ask Bill the next time I see him. All right, finally moving over to what I call my favorite project. When it's done, I don't know what I'm going to call my favorite project anymore, but Fahey Glen, they look like they're close.
They're pretty close. We're going to be finishing up the pavement this week for the roadway and the path. There might be a little bit of restoration going on next week, but we're hoping to get it open to traffic before the end of the month.
Fantastic. Well, we'll check back in on that as well. Any other updates on any other projects, Bill, that we're missing?
Those are the major ones in Fitchburg right now. We've got developments going on for Crescent Crossing, for a subdivision over there. We've got Terra Vesta that's finishing up. We're going to be starting up some construction for the Lacey Road MM signalization, where we're doing some additional pavement turn lanes in that area too. So there's going to be some traffic switches through there. The contract's going to be awarded next week. Next week. Yes.
You've got just a tiny bit of projects, folks, that Bill's dealing with here. So appreciate it. And quickly, we didn't get to say it last week, but Mike has moved on. Our former public works director has moved on to bigger and brighter things. In the meantime, Bill is filling in for the time being. So we want to thank Mike for all of his help while he was here. Great guy, and we're certainly going to miss him.
Yes.
Yes.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet. That's Bill for you right there. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll check back in with Bill next week on Fitchburg Construction Update. Bill, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, take a quick break. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.